the zone!
Good morning, Lincoln. I'm Olivia Doyle.
And I'm Genesis Penn. This is the final zone of the year, and it's a full senior show.
I really thought I was done anchoring, but you guys have me out here one more time.
Lucky me, I could see you for one more show.
Moving on to some sports, let's head into the main event.
Last Saturday, our Lincoln baseball team hosted Watkins Memorial.
We sent our Aiden Young and Sebastian Tadako to get all the highlights. Here they are.
The Lions are on the field. They make a double play. The inning is over with the Lions up to bat. Toby Cohn goes up to bat in the second inning. Cohn hits a single and Wyland scores from third. Gehenna is leading 3-0. The Lions are on the field in the fourth inning with a play from shortstop and first baseman. The Lions got the last of the inning four, leaving the score 5-0. In the fifth inning, Scooter is up to bat. Scooter hits a single. Gehenna is tied 5-5. First base. After a wild pitch and a runner in scoring position for Adam Burger, who hits a sac fly into center field, Colton Chrysler scores. Lions lead 1-0. Fortunately, that wasn't enough, as the Lions ended up falling short 7-6.
Thanks, Aiden and Sebastian. Continuing baseball, their championship tournament is starting soon. We went out to the field to talk to some players. Here they are.
We're going in with the right mindset. We're playing Northland. They're the 48 seed, we're the 24, but we can never look past the 48 seed. I mean, we have to go in, wanting to win, playing hard, and just look for the next game against Upper Arlington, because we've always fought hard against Upper Arlington. They're a good team. We're a good team. We know we can win. And even though we lost a tough game to Grove City yesterday, and we're not really in contention for the winner of the OCC anymore, we're still going to play hard the rest of the week. Got 4 more conference games, Pick North twice, Wesleyan, New Albany. We really want to win these games. Obviously, they're conference games. You know, we've been playing hard against them the whole year and finished out strong.
Our varsity softball teams continues to roll. They finished the regular season 23-2, which earned them the number 2 seed in the state tournament. And last night, they defeated Franklin Heights 15-0. On Monday, the girls jumped on Walnut Ridge early, making the game a never in doubt. The Lions scored 9 runs in the first 2 innings. Multiple in and out of the park home runs were made by the Lady Lions, including 2 home runs by Grace Miller. The Lions were put on a clinic running the bases, and Walnut Ridge could not keep up. Grace Miller, Ella Clarkson, and Ray Tadaka worked together to mound to shut out Walnut Ridge, and they won 13-0 via the run rule. Good job, ladies. We talked with senior Karen Bailey to get her thoughts on the big win and all the momentum.
It feels really good. We won OCCs last year, but we didn't the year before. So last year was my first year actually winning OCCs, and that was really fun. And I'm really glad we can do it again. It just kind of proves to everyone in Ohio and ourselves that we're good this year and we're continuing that tradition. Before last year, we had won OCCs, I don't remember how many years in a row, but a lot of years in a row. So it feels good to get back into that routine and back into that mindset of winning OCCs.
They have started off strong, beating Walnut Ridge and Franklin Heights. Our very own AJ Chrismon went out to talk to the softball team about what's to come in the state tournament.
Honestly, we've been doing really well. We've been playing together as we should. We've been picking each other up. We're not letting anyone stomp on us because we're going to be doing the stomping. We're finding ways to work as a team and just kind of build, because we want that state title. We're going to continue to work on it. And yeah, so far it's been pretty good. We've had 2 wins so far. Looking forward to the rest of it.
So the momentum is very important for us to continue forward in the state tournament, because I feel like the more momentum we get, the more confidence we get, the better off we're going to be against competitive teams, the higher energy we have, the more want we have to be here, and the more willpower we have.
Thanks. Moving on to girls track, the team is also moving into the championship tournament stage. The girls will be heading out to Lancaster to run in the OCC meet tonight, and the finals will be on Saturday. Our own Mackenzie Kemp went out to talk to Eden Newman and Ava Tomanak to see how they are feeling heading into OCCs. Here they are.
I am so excited for OCCs. I think that we're going to do really well this year.
I think our team is going to do great. I mean, we've been OCC's champs for about, I think, 11 years, so we're going to go and make it 12.
I'm so excited for this. It's like we've been training for it all season, and now here is the final moments, and I'm just excited to get out and compete because it's always fun when we compete, and I'm ready to crank this out and hopefully go for another OCC title.
Thanks, Mackenzie. Not only are the girls going to Lancaster this week, but the boys will be joining them. The team has been building up all season preparing for this moment. One of our reporters, Darius Stuckey, went out to talk to Tino Williams to get more of the details on the meet. Here's Darius.
The way we practice, we have made it where we, instead of loading our practice heavy, we've kind of slowed down and prepped our body so that we will come and be able to be strong for the postseason. We have pretty good competition at Peak North for the 400. We have 2 guys who run a 49, so that's going to be kind of tough for us. When it comes to every other event, we are pretty set in the 100 and 200. And then our distance guys were pretty good at that. So I think we're gonna do really good, really good. Since freshman year, I've been motivated to get back to where I was at. When I ran in there, I ran at districts as well. I want to continue to PR and do good in my events. I am really motivated because senior year, right now I'm a captain and I'll be a captain again. And I feel like as I'm improving myself right now for postseason, it will be a better ground level for me to improve when I'm a senior and help put a better look for the team.
Now tennis. Our varsity tennis team chalked up wins Monday against Westerville North, winning 4-1. Wins came from Brandon Carpico at the first single spot, Dylan Scott at the third single spot, Quinn Smith, Brian Popelka at the first doubles, Eli Bradford and Max Haliba at the second doubles spot. We caught up with Brian Popelka and some of the scrubs to talk about the win.
We had a super close match, split sets, ended up in a super close tiebreaker, was able to pull it out for the team.
Good overall team win today. We won 4-1. It was just a good morale boost and a great team win heading into the final stretch of our schedule with sectionals Wednesday. Thought we played really well today, and we're on a good track to be successful in the last part of our season.
Our boys tennis team had an incredible season, and it's unfortunately over for most. However, Brandon Carpico has advanced to the next stage, looking to get back to the state championship. We talked to him after he played at sectionals. Our Keegan Billingham has 1 minute with Brandon Carpico.
Thanks, guys. I'm here joined with Brandon Carpico, Lincoln tennis player. He had day 1 of sectionals yesterday. How'd that go for you?
Yesterday it went really well. I went 3-0 on the day, advanced to districts, took care of business in the matches that I played, and I advanced the next round. Looking to get back to states, so it was a good day for me yesterday.
You talked about that getting back to states part. You know, you're 1-1 in your high school career, so how much would it mean to you to get that second one?
I mean, it would mean a lot, obviously. Winning states once is a super difficult thing, so to win it twice would just mean that much more. This year I joked around and said it's a revenge tour, but it kind of is. You know, losing my only match last year, being in the state final, I mean, that one stung a lot. So to just try and get back there and to win another one, not only for me, but for my friends, family, and the school, it would just be a super cool thing for me.
And then I know the season isn't over yet for you, but this year as a team, how did it go for you guys? What was it like having a senior-led team?
It was awesome. Last year we didn't have a singular senior, so this year having 4 guys on the varsity team that are all seniors, I mean, it was great. Spending just about every day with these guys has been so much fun. We all get along, we all make jokes, and we all laugh, and it's just been a great time. Not only on the court, but off the court, just spending a lot of time with the guys. It's been awesome.
Yeah, that's all for me. Thanks, Brandon, for joining us. Sending it back to the Genesis and Olivia at the sports desk.
Hey Genesis, speaking of Keegs, he's actually joining us in the studio.
He's the only other senior in the sports broadcasting class.
That's right, Keegs. How you doing today?
Good. How about you guys?
I was doing good until Genesis called the tennis player scrubs. You know how that happened, Keegan?
Yeah. It was left in the script from Lincoln Live the other day when I anchored with that scrub, who's my best friend Dylan Scott. So bad communications there.
Thank you.
But freshmen don't usually play varsity sports. This year, for the boys lacrosse team, there are 2 freshmen on varsity, and one of them is a starter. Our Landon Shearer stopped by practice to get insight on Braden Cohee and Brody Thompson.
Varsity sports. It's the highest level high school sports in which is mostly dominated by upperclassmen. However, our boys lacrosse team has 2 freshmen who are making a huge impact on the field.
Both guys have really rose to the moment. Braden, you know, he's starting on varsity right now, and he's got the comms, he's got the stick skills, he's got the sit down and play defense, and Brody is just out there hustling with us. He's running with us, he's getting ground balls, doing everything right. And I mean, really just 2 competitive guys, 2 great lacrosse players, and they're fitting in perfectly.
Being freshmen on varsity comes with obstacles that are hard to overcome. These challenges may be hard for some, but some have the strength to fight through it.
Hardest thing playing varsity would have to be being smaller than everyone else, basically, because everyone weighs at least 10, 20 pounds more than me, and maybe they might not be as tall as me, but so there's a lot of, especially the good players are like taller than me.
In middle school, it was a lot easier to make dodges and get goals, but in high school, I found the competition level is just a lot harder, and they hit you a lot harder, obviously, and they're just better in general.
Not only is it hard to adjust to the level of play from opponents, it's also hard to adjust to a new team and playbook.
It's been a little different adjusting to this team. I mean, it hasn't been hard because I know all of them because I've been going to open nets. And I'd go to the high school games last year, and I'd go on the sideline, so I knew most of them. And I follow a lot of them on social media, and they're just all nice kids.
It's been a little difficult because there's a whole different offense and a whole different defense to run, a lot of different sets to run, and a lot of different plays to do.
Although it's hard for players to adjust, it's also hard for coaches to get used to new players every year.
So going into the season, I kind of have an idea what these guys were, but you don't really know, what kind of player someone's going to be until they're here at practice and grinding with the team. And they wouldn't be playing varsity if they didn't transition well into that moment. Both guys have been active listeners to their teammates. They've been active helpers. Guys who are just as dedicated for any of the jobs or grunt work that any of the freshmen kind of typically do. But they've also had a lot of talent and been able to show what they have on the varsity level.
As Braden and Brody continue to develop, they hope to make a huge difference in the team's success for years to come. This is Landon Shear, and you're in the zone.
Thanks, Landon. Many hockey players play lacrosse as well, since they're extremely similar sports in their own right. They require some of the same skills and have similar rules. Our Ian Phillips dug deeper to find out how similar these sports are and how the players adjust from hockey to lacrosse.
Being a varsity athlete is one of the most challenging things you can do, both physically and mentally. It takes up a lot of your time, and you're practicing and playing almost every single day, while you still have to balance school, homework, and your home life. One of the only things that's more challenging about playing a varsity sport is playing 2 of them. Hockey and lacrosse are sports that are very similar, but yet very different in a lot of unique ways.
The biggest similarities between hockey and lacrosse is that both sports use a stick and you try to get the ball in the back of the net, or in hockey's case it's puck. There's a lot of teamwork involved, and you need to work with your teammates in both sports.
I think that it's interesting going from hockey to lacrosse. It's a whole different tempo game. Hockey is a little bit faster, a little bit more technical, but then there's a lot more strategy to lacrosse, so it's a little bit of a different step.
A lot of the difference lies on what's not on the field, but what's off of it. The stuff that the spectators don't get to see.
Lacrosse, we don't have locker rooms, and I know at least in the hockey team, locker rooms are a big culture thing. We all get to have a lot of fun in the locker room, but this year in lacrosse we can't. I think it's definitely taking a toll on us.
While the 2 games are very similar, the physical aspect is a little bit different.
I feel like me more mentally, it's physical, defense in lacrosse is a more physical standpoint, even though both they are, but goalie and hockey is more mental. So, but the 2 sports are closely related. So, coming from a goalie to a defensive standpoint, I'm always having protect the net or defensive mindset the entire time.
Defense, I'm a lot more conservative. I play a lot more back. I don't get as many goals, but I'm not much of a goal scorer anyway. But being midi in lacrosse, it's a lot of you gotta have a lot of stamina. You gotta run a lot, so it's a big difference.
This is Ian Phillips in the zone.
Thanks, Ian. The varsity girls lacrosse team crushed Westboro South on Tuesday 15-4. Leading scorers for the Lions were Addie Haynes with 7 goals and Sam Hank with 2 goals. Congratulations on this big win and good luck tomorrow against Hilliard-Davidson for their last regular season game. That's all I have for you guys today. Now back to Olivia and Genesis at the sports desk.
Keegs, it's been a pleasure anchoring with you. Just one last time, all right, man? Okay, now moving on to volleyball. Being a captain in any sport is impressive. Caleb Boggs is a varsity athlete, and he has won 3 awards elected by state officials, showcasing his excellence on the court. Here's 1 minute with Caleb Boggs.
Hi, I'm here with senior volleyball captain Caleb Boggs. So Caleb has recently won all OCC's first team, all regional second team, and scholar athlete. So Caleb, how do you feel about winning all these awards?
It feels really good. I'm going to try to live up to it, and let's see how far we can get in the postseason.
Great, great. So winning all those awards comes with a lot of challenges. What have been your biggest challenge so far this season?
Well, as a team, we started off in like a really big hole, so it was a lot of work to just come together as a team and make the most of our players.
Great. So what would you say to a younger volleyball player that's trying to be just as great as you?
It's a lot of work getting all the techniques down and stuff, so as much as you can do outside of the season, like play club, watch volleyball, anything you can.
That's great advice. Back to the sports desk.
Thanks, Caleb. Our boys volleyball team is working really hard to prepare for the upcoming state tournament. They are striving to get further in the bracket than they did last year. Our very own Aubrey Tomsick went to the court to talk to some of the players about their goals and how they are preparing.
We're really making sure to focus up in practice. We've got a lot of the alumni coming in to help us get some good competition. It's pretty special this year to be able to play the first round at home, so we're really focused on that.
So we're bringing in a bunch of alumni, and we are practicing against them because when they were here, they competed very well. So that high level of play will really help us in the tournament because they're going to be some of the tougher teams we play, like that's how they're going to play it.
We've been watching a lot of film and just reviewing us and our opponents' strengths and weaknesses, and just trying to be able to use that in the game. I think it would be really good to, especially after our regular season, to be able to have a district title up there along with last year.
Last year we fell short in the regional quarterfinals, so I think getting past that will be a great advancement in the program because, you know, it's been a while since we've reached past that and we're regional champs, so that's our first goal.
Our class has been working hard all semester to produce shows over Lincoln sports.
Owen Onko and Hudson Schulman talked to some of our classmates about how we produced the show and how they felt about this class. Here they are.
I've been in Sports Zone for a while. This is my 3rd time taking it. I've had a bunch of fun every time. A whole lot of different experiences. You know, I was able to earlier this year have a class with only 7 people in it, so we experienced, you know, some fun times, also some stressful moments with not a lot of people in the class. And then this semester, a bunch of younger kids learning the tricks of the trade.
I really liked this class because I felt like it was a good experience. It gave me a lot of practice, and I want to get it again next year, and then I eventually want to go on and take Lincoln Live, so I think it was great practice for that. And then the people just like made the class really fun, and then just like I just enjoyed covering the sports.
I love the Sports Zone. It's really fun, especially when we have those history days and we just learn about like the history of sports and ESPN and all that. Like that's really interesting and fun. I love doing the play-by-play and things like that, and just like going out and shooting sports and filming that kind of stuff. It's just really fun.
First, I started off doing the zone because my sister was in Lincoln Live. I thought it would be a good thing to try. And what I like about the zone is I like going out, shooting games, going to sporting events. And the editing aspect is pretty fun, you know, changing the nat sound and everything. I enjoy doing that.
Producing the Sports Zone's been a real challenge this year because it's the first time we've run the class the entire semester. So the first semester we had a lot more experience in the class. This semester we had a lot of inexperience, but everybody stepped up. We got all our shows done, and now we got a whole crop of kids that have already taken the class that hopefully in the future will be the experienced ones. And just like in The Lion King, Circle of Life, we'll keep.
Thanks, guys. This is the last Sports Zone of the second semester.
We will see you guys in the fall.
And for the very last time,
Go Lions!